Today, we journey into the shadows of demonology. The Ars Goetia is the first section of a 17th century grimoire known as the Lesser Key of Solomon. Legend holds that King Solomon, renowned for his immense wisdom, was granted the power to summon, bind, and command a host of powerful spirits. He supposedly trapped them in a brass vessel and cast it into a deep lake. But what happens when that vessel is opened? What powers are unleashed? Let's find out as we begin our countdown. Number 5. King Paimon, the conductor of chaos. Coming in at number 5 is a demon whose terror isn't born from monstrous features, but from his overwhelming, mind-shattering presence. Meet King Paimon, the 9th spirit listed in the Goetia, and one of Lucifer's most obedient and powerful kings. When Paimon arrives, you don't just see him, you experience him. The grimoire describes his manifestation as a grand, cacophonous procession. A host of spirits playing trumpets, cymbals, and every other sort of musical instrument precedes him, their music filling the air with a sound so powerful it can disorient and overwhelm the summoner before the demon even appears. Then he manifests, not as a beast, but as a man with an effeminate face, wearing a glorious crown, seated upon a dromedary camel. But don't be fooled by this regal appearance. His power is immense and insidious. Paimon governs the arts and sciences. He can reveal all mysteries of the earth, the winds, and the waters. He gives good familiars, grants dignity, and can bind any man to the summoner's will. This is his true terror, seduction through knowledge. He offers you the world, the ability to understand everything, to command others, but the price is your own clarity. To receive his gifts is to have your mind flooded with information it was never meant to hold at once. Imagine every scientific truth, every artistic secret, every human thought being poured into your consciousness at once. It's a path to madness, a mental annihilation orchestrated by a crowned king on a camel. The film Hereditary offered a chilling modern interpretation of Paimon's influence, depicting a cult that seeks to grant him a human host, resulting in psychological collapse and unspeakable horror for the family involved. King Paimon doesn't need fangs or claws. He terrifies by offering you your greatest desires until your mind simply breaks under their weight. Number 4 is Baal, the Trinity of Terror. At number 4, we have the very first and most powerful king of hell mentioned in the Ars Goetia. His name is Baal, and he rules over 66 legions of infernal spirits in the east. His name is likely derived from the ancient Canaanite deity Baal, a god once worshipped widely across the Levant. Over time, as old gods became new devils, he was demonized into this formidable entity. Baal's terror is one of form and perception. The grimoire states he appears in diverse shapes. Sometimes he appears as a cat, sometimes as a toad, and sometimes as a man. And most terrifyingly of all, he sometimes appears with all 3 heads at once on a single body. Can you picture that? A grotesque amalgamation of creatures, each head capable of speaking with a hoarse, guttural voice. It is a perversion of nature, a thing that should not be. This tri-headed form represents his mastery over different realms of cunning and horror. The stealth and cruelty of the cat, the venomous and earthbound nature of the toad, and the corrupted intellect of man. His primary power is the gift of invisibility. This isn't just a simple parlor trick. It is the power to make the summoner unseen, to move through the world as a ghost, observing and acting without consequence. It's a tempting power, but it comes with a chilling implication. If Baal can grant invisibility, it means he is the master of it. He and his 66 legions can be anywhere, watching, waiting, completely unseen. The paranoia alone is a weapon. The feeling of being watched by something with the head of a toad, a cat, and a man is a unique form of psychological torment. Baal is the embodiment of the monster hiding in plain sight, or rather, not in sight at all.
Number 3. Asmodeus, the Prince of Lust and Ruin. Our third entry is one of the most infamous demons in all of demonology, a name that echoes through multiple cultures and texts. He is Asmodeus, the 32nd spirit, a great king who is strong and powerful. His domain is the most primal and destructive of human emotions: lust, rage, jealousy, and revenge. Asmodeus's appearance is as formidable as his reputation. He is described as having 3 heads. The first is like a bull, the second like a man, and the third like a ram. He also has the tail of a serpent, spews fire from his mouth, and rides upon an infernal dragon, holding a lance with a banner. This is not a subtle entity. This is a war machine of vice. Each head represents a different aspect of his dominion. The bull for untamed rage and brute force, the man for intellectual corruption and deceit, and the ram for aggressive, unbridled lust. According to the lore, Asmodeus is the destroyer of marriages, the sower of discord between husbands and wives, and the architect of temptation. He delights in twisting love into obsession and desire into ruin. The terror of Asmodeus lies in his ability to prey on our most fundamental human weaknesses. He doesn't just attack from the outside. He finds the cracks in our own hearts and minds and pries them open. He represents the loss of control, the moment when passion overrides reason and leads to devastating consequences. He is the whisper in your ear that encourages your worst impulses. Summoning him is to invite an entity that knows your darkest desires better than you do and has the power to make them a reality that will almost certainly lead to your own destruction and the ruin of all you hold dear. He is the fire of passion turned into an inferno of annihilation.
Number 2. Belial, the angel of enmity. At number 2, we encounter a demon so powerful, so ancient, and so fundamentally evil that his name is sometimes used as a synonym for Satan himself. This is Belial, the 68th spirit, a mighty and powerful king. The very name Belial is Hebrew for worthless or wicked, and he is considered the personification of lawlessness and arrogance. Unlike the other monstrosities on this list, Belial's terror is rooted in deception of the highest order. The Goetia states he was created next after Lucifer and appears in the form of a beautiful angel, sitting in a chariot of fire and speaking with a comely voice. He is beauty, he is charisma, he is everything you would expect of a celestial being. But it is all a lie. His fair voice speaks only untruths unless compelled by divine power. Belial's domain is politics and status. He distributes senatorships, grants favors from friends and foes, and can elevate a person to a position of power. He offers you a seat at the table, a voice of authority, and the respect of your peers. But it is all built on a foundation of lies. He is the ultimate corrupt politician, the charming CEO who is bankrupting the company, the beloved leader who is a tyrant in disguise. His terror is the chilling realization that the greatest evil often wears the most beautiful mask. He represents the concept of fair is foul and foul is fair. To deal with Belial is to willingly enter a contract with deception itself. He will give you the world, but in doing so, he will make you just like him, a beautiful, empty shell, speaking lies from a chariot of fire, destined to fall. He is terrifying because he proves that the greatest evil often wears the most beautiful mask.
Number 1. Andrus, the Angel of Slaughter. We have now arrived at number 1. The most terrifying demon in the Ars Goetia may not be the most powerful king, but he is the one whose purpose is the most direct, the most violent, and the most horrifyingly simple. Meet Andrus, the 63rd spirit, a great marquis. While other demons offer knowledge, treasure, or status in exchange for your soul, Andrus offers only one thing: death. His entire function, his entire reason for being, is to sow discord and to kill. The grimoire warns summoners in the strongest possible terms, stating that if the exorcist is not careful, Andrus will slay both him and his fellows. There is no negotiation, no complex bargain. His nature is pure, unadulterated violence. His appearance perfectly matches his function. He appears in the form of an angel, but with the head of a black night owl. He rides upon a strong black wolf and brandishes a sharp, shining sword. The imagery is profoundly disturbing. The holy form of an angel corrupted with the head of a nocturnal predator, a symbol of wisdom twisted into a mask of death. He rides a wolf, the classic symbol of savagery, and carries a sword not for ceremony, but for slaughter. Andrus's visions, 30 of them, are not meant to build or teach, they are meant to hunt and destroy. He is said to be able to kill the master, the assistants, and anyone else present at the summoning ritual in an instant. The true terror of Andrus is his singular, inescapable purpose. He is not a tempter or a deceiver. He is a weapon. He is the personification of murderous rage, the embodiment of the home invasion, the random act of violence, the betrayal that ends with a blade. To summon Andrus is to light the fuse on a bomb and hope you can get away in time. He is the ultimate risk, a spirit of pure malice whose only answer to any problem is a violent end. For his direct, unwavering, and utterly homicidal nature, Andrus stands as the most terrifying demon in the Ars Goetia. From the overwhelming presence of Paimon to the homicidal fury of Andrus, the demons of the Ars Goetia represent the many faces of fear itself. They are reflections of our own desires, our vices, and our capacity for destruction, given form and terrible power. The Lesser Key of Solomon remains one of the most compelling and frightening documents in the history of the occult. Are these entities merely psychological archetypes, symbolic representations of human failing? Or are they real, ancient beings waiting in the shadows, listening for their name to be called? The answer may be best left undiscovered. Thank you for joining us at the Frequency Station. If you dare, subscribe for more journeys into the unknown.